Well, hello. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. What's going on? Good morning, everyone. Tronimus Jamkillex, good to see you. I did not sleep well, but that's another story. But yeah, let's get into it. We're going to be playing a game today. So, Dynasty Warriors, we were just talking about it the other day, I believe. Or maybe that was on Gundam Explain. It has a demo, the new one, Origins. So, we're going to check that out. But first, we'll kind of look to see if there's any interesting news. Spoiler, there's not. And then what I've been getting into. So, first off, playing some more Godzilla PS3. Just even though I beat it, I just had the urge for some more destruction, went back. Got another achievement here. Destroy all G-Force advanced weaponry, God of War destruction mode. Or God of Destruction, God of War. But it's crazy, like, on hard, this game... Oh, you just played it last night? Oh, cool. Well, cool. It's curious what you think, too, once I get into it. But anyway, when it comes to the Godzilla on PS3, like, on the hard levels, it is so fun. It really tests... I tell you, when it's like when people saw this game when it first came out, it was easy to dismiss it, but it's really a good game, even though this is the PS3 and the PS4 version has more to it. So, you know what? Let me do a little refresh. There we go. I was playing a little bit of this morning, so I got these new turtles that are kind of inspired by the designs in the Splintered Fate, and then I just came across a news article this morning about Splintered Fate, and I was like, man, I think the universe is telling me to play it, so I played some this morning. It's a fun game. Would like to spend some more time with it, but it is fun. It's just more of a roguelike, so it's that sort of progression. And then playing Outcast some more. I mean, this is a great game. It's like a AA, nearly indie, open world action game that's a lot of fun. And I decided to jump into that because I actually beat Outlaws. And even that doesn't update, which is very interesting. Outlaws doesn't tend to, in the EXO phase, always update. But so it's interesting because I beat it quicker than I thought. So Outlaws has where you can just do the main quests. I mean, it's like that in a lot of these open world games. But the main quests in Outlaws, like if you just do the story quest, it's like a fun action-adventure game, like, for sure. I mean, there's times where you're disguised as a stormtrooper in an Imperial base, you're with a crew of people running, getting chased by lasers, and then you're out in space trying to get away from a Star Destroyer. It is, the story, if it was just that story, single player with no open world, still an excellent game. The open world on top of it, I feel like now that I've gone through the story real quick, there is more open world content than there is of the story. And I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. I think it's a good thing in the sense that I have more fun just interacting with the Star Wars world than following the quest. And in fact, because the quest, the main story's done, I feel like there's less of stress on me about, oh, what should I be doing? It's more of, oh, I can just go around, upgrade, do fun things in the world. I mean, Outlaws is nearly up there as Game of the Year for me. It is really a good game, and I think because of the controversy around it, people are kind of skipping it. It really should have been part of the Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards, and not just because it's Star Wars, but that's part of it. I mean, this game had a big budget. They had massive working on it, the game developer at Ubisoft. Everything that you would want out of a high-end modern game is in Star Wars Outlaws. It is really that good. And maybe when I talk about it during my Game of the Year picks, I might kind of dive into that objectivity versus subjectivity. What Outlaws does good as a whole, no matter what you think of the brand or the outrage. But hey, Chris, good to see you. So yeah. Anyway, so I beat Outlaws, and I was like, I got a hankering of that open world, and I could still play out. In fact, I did. I went into another Imperial base, and the other thing too is because the game is easier now with the update that came out. Like, I'm just waltzing through Imperial bases. They barely detect me. I can pretty much take out stormtroopers next to each other without the other knowing. When before, they'd almost hear you. It was more realistic because they'd hear you and turn around, and the other guy would notice and turn around too. And now it's like you can kind of get away with doing whatever. But yeah, that was kind of my my gaming yesterday. I got a lot more in than I thought I would. Chris saying I would say the hate is more so the discourse of what is happening to Star Wars as the IP and the random gaming discourse. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of what's been going on with IP in general. Like the last Star Wars thing we got was Acolyte, and it just no one really liked it. And then people complaining about DEI stuff in it, which it's there, but it doesn't take away from the game at all. There's nuance to that. And then real quick, just to jump into some news before I get into some gameplay, it was cool to see this Sniper Elite Resistance article. I guess someone did an interview, a hands-on preview and interview with the developer, and they're saying it's pretty much more of the same, just a little updated, and that's what I like. I think these Sniper Elite games, the name I don't think really helps with what the game is. That's the thing. It's not a sniper game. You can snipe in it, but that's not the main draw. It's probably one of the best sandbox action games that exist. Just stand up, just outright sandbox action. Because it's World War II. I don't really care about World War II. It's called Sniper Elite. I don't care about sniping, but it has great combat that's just like Metal Gear Solid 5. And just, you're in this environment where you can go around and do whatever you want, tons of objectives, edit the way you play. Anyway, just, they're saying it's more of the same, so I'm happy about that. Comes out January. Well, most likely, and I think they already confirmed Game Pass, like Sniper Elite 5. And then just, bringing up Splintered Fate, I was reading this article, and it kind of triggered, I should play it again. This article came out today. They were actually talking about porting from Apple Arcade to Switch and PC, and how hard it was for that. And then I was like looking in Steam in the discussion, and people are complaining how buggy this game is on PC. So, but it's cool that it's got the co-op, 4-player co-op. This is a good game. I think it's an overlooked game. And then lastly, 2K Games removes launcher from all Steam and Epic Game Store titles. And then I'm thinking, I don't think I've ever used a 2K launcher. And I think or have I? If I type in 2K, I don't think there's a launcher. No. What was the last 2K game I played? I couldn't even tell you. Let's see. 2K games, which is, it's kind of sad. Actually, I should do it through this and then games published. Let's see. Well, let's see a list of games actually, and then we go by release date. Oh no, that's okay. So, okay. Well, I wonder then, that's just Steam, because maybe I played a 2K game on Xbox. Yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns, I didn't need a launcher. That might have been me playing it on Xbox Game Pass, maybe, or something like that. Wow, I haven't played a 2K game in a while. Borderlands 3. I don't even know if I even tried that. Interesting. Well, I guess I'm not really missing out on much. But you know what, guys? Let's do this. There we go. I need to get some audio in here. Let me put a little bit in there too. So no control settings. I'm just realizing that. Well, we'll see. I've never fully played through a whole Dynasty Warriors game. For me, it actually started with Hyrule Warriors, and I was like, okay, I really like Hyrule Warriors. Let me play Dynasty Warriors. And to be honest, it's a little, I guess when it comes to the combat, there's a little less to it. The Hyrule Warriors had the lock on, so you can kind of do the strafing and the dodging. I really liked that. Let's see. Story for those who wish to enjoy the story. It's like making me do that. You know, I'll just do, and I was even watching a video about this, doing what's intended first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Minnow Hatter, what's up? Yeah, yeah, this is,
Governor of Hernay,
turn this down a little bit.
in order to defeat.
So, yeah, I skipped the stories. Anyway, and then I went back and played like Dynasty Warriors, I don't know, 7 or 8, and then there was this Samurai Warriors Orochi or something. There was a time where I was like playing through them, but not fully, but playing through them, and I was enjoying myself. You know, there's not much to the combat. Oh, the one I loved is the Fist of the North Star. That one I've played through nearly twice, and the sequel. That, but there's a lot more to the combat, and I think on purpose because of the type of game it is. Yeah. I'm a skipper. Well, Charms, Hyrule Warriors was the start of the more stylized era of Dynasty Warriors where people got way more unique. Yeah, for me, what I just noticed with Hyrule Warriors is there was just more to the combat. That's what I need. I can't just sit there and press buttons all the time. And then, or the same button all the time. And then, and then when I played Dynasty Warriors Gundam, that's when I got into Gundam. I was like, oh, I'll try the Dynasty Warriors Gundam games. And, you know, it was a little bit of the same, but I think because of the story being there, and, oh, I gotta block the light. I think because of the story being there, I was more into it. Okay. Yeah, let's just get into it. Mouse still shows up.
The path to victory. Now go.
All right. And I have the graphics up pretty much all the way. Oh, so you guys know more about these games than I do, that's for sure. But yeah, in previews, graphics look pretty good. I went in and turned everything up to max. And I'm glad I started it before I started the stream because it was taking a while to load. Okay, here we go. Okay, this looks good. Okay. Frame rate is, let me, oh yeah, I'm seeing on the, let me, oh, VSync. I don't want VSync on.
Are advancing. Forward.
Um, see if I can. Well, yeah. It's interesting. I wonder if it has to do with being a demo. Let me start it again. Actually, that might not be a good idea, but we'll see. Okay. I'm going to It's back. It actually started. It defaulted at 1080p for me, so I maybe should have kept it at that. Okay, let's see if. Again, real quick. So I'm gonna do 1080p. And it was running fine on my end, but I think because of the stream and it running. Okay. All right, we'll have to skip a bunch of. I don't have an option here, do I? All right, we're gonna skip the dialogue again. All right, we'll skip. And I wonder, do you guys, you don't want to skip the mission brief? You know what? I'm a skipper. I know it's probably telling me what I got to do, but since this is a demo, okay, let's see if it does the thing again. At 1080p, 60 FPS, it should. Okay. Yeah, that's looking better. I think it was the 4K 144. Okay, oh, I accidentally did that. Okay, this is insane. Okay, so when I'm wanting to run, it puts you in the horse. That actually makes sense. Oh, cool. So block and evade. Okay, I'm digging that. And then there's the moves. Ah, okay. Simple enough. Interesting. So I don't know what I just did. All right, I won't worry about that. And I love trying to figure out and make the combos. I'm sure there's like a list of combos, but insane, right? Okay. I'll when I play the full game, I will make sure to. Oh, and lock on. Excellent. So, you know, as far as I know, unless they did this before, they're taking more after Hyrule Warriors. Nice. Oh, okay, and it's up there. There's something over here.
Something about this battle doesn't feel right. They speak more of our allies than our enemies.
Oh, staggering. Interesting. I don't know if that was in the other ones either, but that's kind of like the thing that's been showing up since Sekiro, where games do the. And I know it was telling me what to do. And I'm just mashing buttons. That was fun. Oh, and then there's a parry. Nice. Did the other ones didn't have all those options, right?
I shall treasure the spectacle.
And then I get map paralysis because it's like, where should I go? Oh, there's someone that needs help. Oh, okay, here we go. Huh? Okay, yeah, I kind of read that. Didn't really, but. Okay, so. Oh, love it. Oh, okay. Just keep mashing. Okay, so I can hold this down, but then... Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, I get it. Okay. I don't know. I kind of get it. I do like all the different options I'm seeing. Not only controls, but then things around me.